Where do I go?
And there was still, in the third and fourth round, there's still 90 plus overall players. So everybody's
this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
That way you don't get one good player and that's it.
58, right over there, yeah, Mike, 58, right there. Hey, me and you all day, I'm coming after you, Kill, turn up, kill.
Yeah, I got the first, fourth, 19,
and
I got the first and 19.
The game's first play produces
and the
6 yards, brings up second
And
down.
the fourth, I got the fourth and 19.
Blitz, still able to pick up a nice solid
fifth,
game.
19,
The disadvantage of blitzing
I need to get another
often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Maybe fourth.
I never changed my playbook. Or did I? Oh yeah, I didn't change my playbook.
6 yards on
Well, I'll still be able to
play.
make the
Here's second and
playoff.
4.
I don't know.
If I go 8-8, like say I lose both my next
Super Bowl
game.
hero, it's James White.
I don't know how much
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, there's a bunch of us that are 8-6.
Yeah, it's a close race, man.
Billy, me, Lions, you, Broncos,
So from the 36 now,
the Eagles,
first
the
and
Bengals.
10.
I'm in the top 10.
They go right back to White here on first down. And they will only muster a
Right now,
yard
I'm
here to
playing
the
for
38.
life. It has me 9 on the scoreboard, but for all
because what
time.
they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So I'm gonna need you to lose. I'm gonna need Billy to lose. I'm gonna need Gator to lose.
The former Purdue
No,
Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Are you streaming?
Yeah, I'm streaming.
I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and
boy.
bursts through for a solid game.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. They give him 4
I'm making
yards
this. I'm making him try to stop my run. See what works, what don't.
Now that I know how to stop the run, I think I'll be alright. Because I didn't know how to stop the run. And that's how Emmanuel killed me last time.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Check three.
Alright.
Gun.
I wish Double D could play this morning.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. I can't believe they let you play.
You need me to shut up.
Mostert.
Nah, man, I'm just
6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard
doing my thing.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Yeah, this week's probably gonna take a little while because everybody's got to play, man.
Yeah.
Everybody has a user
But I just don't like being the last person to play.
And they'll bring him down
I'd rather
at the
knock it out.
18-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. All runs
You mean invite
on this
Zach to the
drive
party?
so far.
Nah,
It's
you
first
good.
and 10. They'll run with Michelle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Just pounding the ball, man.
Gain of 11 sets him up first
What's that
and goal.
play?
The impressive opening drive continues.
The one you just
and
ran.
space being created
So
by those guys
that's
up
what it's out
front.
We're
of.
seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this
I was
game
trying to
gets
find that
started,
run
as it
earlier.
starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just
I
had
hate when you
against
get
them.
that
And the
animation
ball
and you
smack
can't.
dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. On the
Come
ground,
on,
this is Michelle.
Bunny.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
I'm in a really run-heavy set.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing.
Yeah, you read my mind, boy. I got him. I did that play against Emmanuel a couple times, burned him.
Julian Edelman.
That was Thomas right there for me. I burned him in like 3 times.
Down the field and score on their opening drive.
Because every time I see him blitz, I switch to quick swing.
And it's now a
7-0. He would send like 6, 7 dudes. He'd send basically all his linebackers for like 3.
This is fielded a couple
so I'll send
yards
Thomas on a deep, Kamara on a out route.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's going down at about the 23-yard line.
Who's being game of the week this week?
It's probably going to be Pats and...
Oh, yeah, you told me.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So the first play of the drive lost 4.
Neither one's really
had
had
to move
any user
forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing his line.
Oh, come on, man.
For his first catch.
What?
I had 4 guys on him, and he still caught it.
42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about.
And then
big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
I didn't stream our game. I was going to, but I didn't have time to set it up.
It's a big game. It's a pickup of 4.
I think that's why he didn't jump hard again.
Defensively, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you gotta find
a way to
hold them over 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on 3rd down. Lock.
I'm there! God damn, dude. I'm there. Why is my guy not fucking swatting it? I literally know what play he's running. He runs the same plays over and over and over. Same concept, at least. Not the same play, but same concept.
See, that's what Emmanuel is doing, and that's what I caught on. Like, he might run it to the left, then he switches to the right, try to go up the middle.
Come on, Gilmore, pick that shit.
There's a couple times he hurt me.
It's a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got
pick that shit.
People right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Oh, I did that run against Nano. That was the first run I did against him.
This drive. This is 3rd
no
and
joke.
4.
That was the only one I did, too.
Out of the gun, Luck.
There you go, Gilmore. Let's go, baby.
It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore.
Yep.
He's got the leg.
Pick 6, too.
He goes.
Really?
30.
Yep.
10. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And a great return as they're finally.
He keeps throwing underneath, so that time I shaded underneath.
Yeah. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit extra momentum with the score already on the board?
I'm gonna watch it.
Without a doubt, that already felt good to them. They took it and used it, and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now.
Go slap some cheeks.
30 seconds.
A little bit because they don't want to make mistakes because they're too
I see you, man.
Others say, I got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From just shy of midfield, Luck. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This is Mostert. He's got the first down and more past midfield. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA. Raheem Mostert with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Let's go, let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll run with Elliott. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing on 2nd down. Luck. Oh, he's looking long for Witten. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number.
Oh, come on.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Luck on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Luck. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Michael Gallup with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here we go.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. On the ground is Michel. Oh, nice move. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. On first down, Locke. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Love. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11. A shotgun snap for Love. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. And Forbath will put this one through. And high fives for that one, as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some space here. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds. Says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, here's Lott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Lott. Caught by Cobb. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. They go to Elliott again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They snap it to Lott. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Kyle Van Noy. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Bandit. Bandit.
Now Mostert. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, Michelle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down now, Michelle. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Gun.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
50's the mic.
Here's Newton. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, it's Elliott. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they? Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. To throw his line toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Right back to him on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michelle. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing is Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the interception, it's Long. Big loss here as he's taken down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Locke. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 4th down, Locke. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tavon Austin, 97 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now it's locked. They'll roll him out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On the ground, Michelle. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give. This is Michelle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
They'll run on first down. Michelle, and a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. One last throw here for Luck. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott finding the end zone on the game's final play. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. We still have to try the extra point, so this is not a done deal yet. It's up, and it is good. So make this a 2-point victory in grand style. This one's over. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream, maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So for the Raiders, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the home team here, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.